babes, and welcome back to my channel and this video where I'm gonna use 11 palettes to create this look right here. I have all of the Juvias Place palettes except the Afrique palette. That one is on its way to me and I was so excited to get it that I started going through my existing Juvias Place palettes because I have all of them. Well, I don't have the first palette they released, the Nubian one, because it's just really didn't speak to me. So yeah, I don't have that one and I don't have the Afrique palette. But going through all my palettes, I was like, what if I did a video talking about like what palette is best for you, like which palette would I recommend to which person and which is my favorite and stuff like that. And planning out that whole thing made me think like, so what if I did a look with all of these palettes? So I picked one shade from each palette and I was only allowed to pick one shade from each palette and I wasn't allowed to skip a palette. So this is me challenging myself to use one shade in each and every one of these 11 palettes to create this look right here. I also did use, of course, then 2 of the things on my cheeks because 2 of these are blush palettes. So again, this is the look that I came up with. It's like a purpley green thing and I am super excited. Let me know if you would like to see something similar to this in the future because this was actually super fun and I totally recommend you to do something like this yourself. Like pick up all of your favorite palettes at home, go through them and pick one shade in each palette and make a look based on that. I didn't pick my favorite shades, I just picked shades that I thought would go together. It was just a lot of fun creating this look. So let's just get into the look so you can see how I did this one right here. Okay, let's just try and do this. I am very excited to see how this works out. You will have already seen the finished look, so you know if this worked out or not. Before I have my makeup on with this new hair, I feel like this is the kind of haircut that you give your kids in a good way. I feel like Dora the Explorer has grown up and now she's blonde. Okay, don't tell me this isn't pretty much the haircut that she has. I think she has bangs though. Maybe. You know what, I'm gonna start with putting some more on my skin. This is the Saharan blush volume 1 and 2 and I'm gonna use one of each for my cheeks. Never mind. I'm gonna use this one that's Zoba as a highlighter and I am gonna use, this is the bright one. I'm gonna use, oh boy, I'm gonna use, no, you know what? I'm gonna use a bit of this Neo, ever so lightly, because this is meant more for darker skin tones. Ooh, as a blush. Ooh, we are having a blushy look today. I do like a lot of blush though, so I should not be complaining. I think that is so pretty, to be honest. I feel like that's pretty. I'm a bit blushy and I am gonna use, so now I'm taking that Zoba color as my highlighter. Now that I have a bit of a tan, I think I can get away with it. Especially if I put it here. The road that's outside here is not a driving road. But that does not stop people from driving on it. This might be slightly too dark for me, but I actually think I can get away with this. Reminds me a bit of the Juvia rose gold highlighter, which I can also only use when I have a little bit of a tan. But since this has like a pinky peach gold thing, it's beautiful as a blush topper as well. That's why I'm like blending it. I never do a streak, I always blend it out. I feel like that's what gives my whole cheeks that nice blown out glowy look. So now we're gonna go into the eyeshadows, and since I have all the palettes except the new Afrique palette, hopefully I talked about that in the beginning, I'm just gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna pick one shade in each palette and I'm gonna try and create a cohesive look. This is mainly me challenging myself to use all of these palettes, but also it could be a way for you to ignite your own, like spark your own imagination if you own a lot of Juvias Place palettes as well, or maybe if you own a lot of other kinds of palettes also, to just use one shade from each palette and see what you come up with. I'm gonna start with this one, which is Custard, although I think it should be Berry Mousse, but I'm gonna start with this one in my crease and I'm gonna blend it pretty high and I'm gonna use that as my main color to begin with. So wish me luck. I'm starting out with just placing this where I want it, which is basically all over the crease. And then I'm gonna blend it out. Because I think that this is gonna be like the main color, and then I'm just gonna blend in some other ones as well. I'm also gonna use this color under my eyes, because I am gonna have some other colors under my eyes as well, but I'm gonna have those be blended into this bright pinky shade. Okay, so I'm done with the Douce palette. I'm gonna put that to the side here together with the two blush palettes, and now it's time for me to go into wait, I have a couple of palettes here. It's time for me to go into the Zulu palette, and actually my favorite shade in the Zulu palette is this beautiful green shade here, but today we're going to use this purple one to deepen up this crease and make it even more vibrant. This is a very nice purple. I really like this purple. It doesn't swatch that good, but according to me, it works really good on the eyes. Here you can see the difference when I put the purple on this eye and not on that eye. You can see that this eye is much more like vibrant and defined. So I'm gonna do the same on the other eye as well. Okay, so then we're done with the Zulu palette as well. And now we're gonna move into, am I gonna start with the greens maybe? I'm gonna grab my first green from the Masquerade palette by Juvias. This was the first palette I bought from Juvias, so this is the one that I've had the longest, and I'm gonna use Molly, which is this bright green up here in the first row, and I'm gonna put that on like half my lid. I think I'm just gonna use like just a flat brush like this. This is the shader E56 by Sigma, and I am gonna spray my brush a bit to make this go on as opaque as possible and also give me some more precision when putting it on. So I'm just gonna put that basically here, build that up to make it super green and opaque. It has to cover up the shades I already put there, but it can do it. And then I'm gonna have another green on the other half of my lid, and I'm also gonna put an even darker color here in the outer corner. I'm not trying to do a cut crease, so I am gonna try and blend these colors into each other to the best of my ability. Okay, so this is where we're at right now, and we're putting the Masquerade to the side as well, building myself a little pile here. Now I'm gonna go into the Saharan 2, and I am gonna pick this color right here that it's called Chefchaouen. That could be it. That could also not be it. And I'm gonna put this on the other half of my lid, also spraying my brush. And I'm gonna have these two greens meet each other, because this is actually a very beautiful green duochrome, although it looks very white in the pan. I'm not putting it in my inner corner though, because I'm gonna have something else there. But I'm putting it all the way down to the inner corner. I'm just patting over where the two greens meet a bit so that they can mesh together, and then I'm just gently like brushing it here where it meets the matte, so I can diffuse, that is how you say it in Sweden, diffusera, so that you can diffuse the lines. That is cool. I'm liking that. That is very cool. Let me do the same on the other side. Isn't this like super cool? I'm really liking it. So we're putting the Saharan 2 to the side, and let's go into the Saharan 1, because I want to use this black one that's called Shad here at the bottom corner, and I'm going to use that one on just a very detailed brush, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer V here just to make it a bit more intense and smoky, because I feel like I really want that. I'm not putting a lot, I'm just putting a little bit, and I'm just gently blending it a bit into the outer part of the crease as well, so you can get that V shape. And this is what's actually called the outer V, because you want it to be a laying down V going from here and back down here. So when people are talking about the outer V, they are talking about a V that's just laying down in this region here, going from the lashes out to a bit of a cat shape and then in again. And here you can also see the difference when you have a bit of black in the outer corner versus not having a bit of black. I know that some people would prefer this side because it's like more bright and open and not as like dark, but I felt like going for the drama and I really like how that looks, so let me put that on the other side as well. At this point I'm gonna go in with the Sigma Blending E36 and I'm just gently gonna airbrush over this whole area to make sure that these colors are as blended as possible. This always helps me a lot, I feel, and I don't have any additional product on. I'm just gently blending over the area. Okay, so now we're done with the Saharan one as well, and we only have, I say being very very optimistic, only have 4 palettes left. We're gonna use a bit of the Warrior palette by Juvias, and since I knew I didn't want to do a neutral look, I didn't feel like any of these shadows really fit, but I'm gonna use this one that's called Ahosi, and I am gonna use a bit of that on my brow bone. I usually do not highlight my brow bone, but this one is actually not that light, so I felt like maybe this could be appropriate just to make sure that that purple hasn't reached all the way up to my brow bone, because I don't like having a very bright brow bone. I like it to be my skin color, and this basically is. Maybe it's just slightly more peach than my skin color. I mean, if I was one of those people that set my primer before I went in with eyeshadow, I bet that that would be perfect for that. Or if you are of a darker skin color, it would be a very pretty matte lid shade. But for me, it's not a shade that really makes a lot of sense, but at least we have used this Warrior palette as well. And now we have 3 palettes left. It is the Festival, the Nubian 2, and the Magic palette. And we are actually going to start with the Nubian 2 because I want to use this Leyla, which is a very dark aubergine metallic shade, and we're going to use that on the pencil brush, and we are going to spray our pencil brush. We're going to put it on the lower lash line closest to the lashes, and then we're going to have another purple. This is what I meant with that I wanted something underneath that I can blend them into, so I'm happy that this matte fuchsia color is underneath because it's gonna make it a bit easier. Ooh, bring in the drama! Now I'm just cleaning off my brush in this Vermona color switch, and I'm just gently blending the edges. This is a very dark aubergine color, and we are done with the Nubian one, and we're gonna go into the Magic palette. And I know a lot of people really like this palette because it has so much variety, and we're gonna use this Faso, which is one of my favorite shades in this palette, but not my absolute favorite shade, because if you have seen my video talking about my favorite shades in different palettes, you would know that it's actually another one, but we've already used green, so we're gonna go in with the purple, and we're gonna put this on the other half of my lower lash line, and then we're gonna have a final color in the inner corner. Okay, only one palette to go. This is the Festival palette by Juvias Place, and this one has the most beautiful frosty white color that I am gonna put in my inner corners, and I'm gonna spray it a bit to get it to be really intense and precise, and I'm just gonna put that in my absolute inner corners to finish off this eyeshadow look. Okay, so that is it. That is the finished look. Isn't that pretty cool? I'm looking in the viewfinder, it's looking pretty good. I'm having Anastasia Beverly Hills Starfish on my lips, by the way. It is a very beautiful, slightly darker nude on me that's very neutral toned. It doesn't pull either pink or peach, and I kind of like that actually. So you know what? I'm gonna put a bit of liner on and a bit of mascara, and I'm just gonna show you the look, how it looks before I put on the lashes. Okay, so this is the look with some liner and some mascara. I also used the Aqua XL pencil by Makeup Forever in M92, which is this pale, like lavender purple matte on my waterline, and I think it fits really well. So let me just put some lashes on. I think I'm just gonna put on these Sashas by Huda Beauty because they're lying in front of me and I can't be bothered. It's too warm. Let me put those on and we can have a fun chat. So yeah, that is the finished look. That is me using 11 Juvias Place palettes on my cheeks and on my eyes, and I am really liking this look. And I actually, like, when I took out these shades, because I did do some blending before, I was like, I could do a totally different look as well. I can go in a totally different direction and go about this in a totally different way. So I actually thought that this was pretty fun, and maybe in the future I'll do a episode 2 also including the Afrique palette and doing a look with 12 palettes. I think that could be fun as well. So yeah, let me know how you feel about this look. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!